with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Now we are at it. Welcome again to another Thursday Night Live Stock Holiday show. I am Stock Holiday, and we're going to be talking about the cryptocurrency markets, what's going on with altcoins 2025, 2026. We have a lot to discuss. A lot of things are moving inside the space of cryptocurrency. Still a lot of uncertainty in the market where people don't really know exactly what direction the market's going in, really don't know exactly which plays they should be making, how they should be moving forward. I mean, things are all over. Things are scattered all over the place. So appreciate you guys for continue to hang out with me. Like I say, let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. Bugatti, what's going on with you, man? He say, okay, microphone cool, the volume cool, all good. Shouts out to my man Bugatti in the house. Man, once again, we just want to talk about XRP. We want to talk about Ethereum. I want to talk about Bitcoin. We want to make sure that we are not being fooled. What's been going on over the past couple of years? There have been a lot of trickery in the cryptocurrency space. Some folks have been fooled, manipulated. I mean, there have been a lot of different things coming our way that have been attacking us. So we want to try to better protect ourselves to make sure that we are not just point blank being fooled. We don't want to sit here and be on the blocks just getting pushed over. Exit liquidity. We do not want to continue to get played like the past couple of years. So what's going on, Mr. Tanker? 2012, North Philadelphia in the house. Shouts out to Philly. So currently right now, Bitcoin is still trading sideways for the most part. We haven't seen any big explosions, haven't any seen really any huge dips as of yet. So things are still moving sideways. It's just teetering right now. 92,000, 91,000. I think we even seen 94. Okay, back down to 90,000. So things are just pretty much trading sideways. Fairly flat, but decent at the same time. I'd rather have some sideways action in Bitcoin rather than seeing a lot of the wild volatility, especially to the downside, like we have been seeing for a majority of the year of 2025. I mean, we've been seeing some wild, nasty dips in 2025 that have really caught us off guard and really fooled us. I mean, we were really fooled and tricked in 2025. Nobody could have saw this coming as far as what took place in 2025. Caught us all looking, ball coming straight down the plate. Ah, curveball, caught us looking. So we want to make sure that we kind of better prepare ourselves as we close out the year of 2025 and as we move into the year of 2026. What type of things are we going to be doing different? How are we going to be looking at the market? Are we going to look at it the same way, or are we going to look at things a little different? I'm looking at a lot of the solid altcoins, the coins that I call solid, some of the altcoins that have the ETFs behind them. Right now, I'm not really worried about price movement so much. I'm not focusing on price movements right now. Not right now, because I know things are moving around. I know things are trying to get settled. Things are trying to get positioned, but I'm not really worried about price movement at this particular time. Main thing I'm worried about right now is securing my positions. Price movements are going to happen when they happen. Right now, at this particular time, let me go ahead and secure my positions. We know a few weeks ago, maybe about a week ago, we saw extreme fear. Saw the fear and greed index get to 10. I want to make sure that I'm securing my positions. Price movements are going to happen when they happen. Do we know when the price movements are going to happen? No, we don't. But what I want to do, I want to be in position. I want to make sure I secure my spots at what I think could be some of the low points. Yeah, I know we're probably not at the extreme bottom, but we're probably close. 2025 was not a bull market. according to the traditional bull markets that we've seen, what will 2026 be? Should we be preparing for some pumps in 2026? Are these prices that we could be taking advantage of? So these are some of the things that we're taking a look at, some of the things that I am trying to get in position. The main thing is that getting the frameworks are probably forming right now. The frameworks for the future could be 2026, 2027. The frameworks for the future movements are being formed right now. You want to make sure that you get into these frameworks while they're being formed. You want to wait till the framework get completely filled. That's called the top. You want to get into these things while they're being formed, while it's new. We're hearing a lot of positive news in the cryptocurrency space. We're not seeing a lot of price movements like we expect. I'm not worried about price movements right now. I know price movements are going to occur at the time that they need to. But if I am not in position to take advantage of those price movements when they occur, shame on me. Shame on me. I would hate to be getting into 2026, starting to see some green candles, starting to see some things explode, and I say, damn, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I say, damn, back in October, the price was this. Back in November, I could have got it at this price. Making sure that I am in proper position for when the price movements start to occur. Opening up my portfolio, I'm not looking for price action right now. If it happens, beautiful. But positions, stacking, preparation. As long as I know I got my tackle box full, I'm good. Let me go ahead and hit the bank. I know I got hooks, I got weights, lures, whatever it is that I know that I'm going to need to go out there and have a successful outing if I'm going fishing. Got some extra line in case my line snap. Got a little net in case I catch something. I can set it up there in the water so it can stay fresh. Got a little bucket. So I got the necessary tools that's necessary to have a great outing. What type of tools are you preparing for to have a great outing in 2026? You're going to be in the market in 2026, right? What type of tools are you going to bring along with you? Are you going to have a hook? What if you cast your pole out there and your hook gets snagged? You lose a hook. How you going to throw your pole out there? How you going to go out there and catch a 2X? How you going to go out there and catch a good play if you don't have no more hooks? I only brought one hook. My hook got snagged. Now I'm reeling it in. Only got the line. My weight gone. My hook gone. What I'm going to do? Open up that tackle box. Are you prepared? Are you ready? How much bait do I got? How much dry do I got on the side? Do I got a little bit? Am I going to be able to buy some of the dips that occur? Am I going to be able to be aware enough to take profits so I can set to the side and build the dry powder as the markets advances? You got to be prepared. You have to be ready because we've seen in 2025 what 2025 had really shown us. We've learned valuable lessons in 2025. We learned all about patience. Patience is so important. We learned all about having dry powder. Most importantly, we learned all about the volatility of cryptocurrency. You just never know what's going to happen. 2025, we didn't know what was going to happen. It was not quite a bloodbath, but it was like a bear market out of nowhere, unexpectedly. We're going to take that on the chin. But like I say, what if, what's going on, Dr. D? Yeah. Like I say, what if 2026 turns out to be like we didn't expect? 2025 turned out like we didn't expect, to the downside. What if 2026 turned out like we don't expect, to the upside? Like they say, the same thing make you laugh and make you cry. 10/10, October 10th, we saw massive liquidation. What if we see the opposite in 2026, where the market just skyrocket? some of these things can play out. Cryptocurrency is very volatile. We've seen it throughout the years. Just when you think it cannot get more volatile, boom, things will start to rip to the upside and to the downside. Let's see who we got rocking with us on this Thursday night live stock holiday show. Make sure y'all got y'all shoes off. Get y'all a good spot on the couch. Some of y'all like to sit on the floor. It's all good. Cross your legs, Indian style. But most importantly, hit that doggone like button. Well, I got my man Bugatti in the house, Mr. Tanker in the house, Canada 1477. What's going on, man? All the way from Africa, Africa in the house. Who else we got? Um, Joseph Toriano say I have some social anxiety and can only talk to certain people when he's under the influence. How can I overcome this? Boy, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a social worker. You're going to have to consult with a professional social worker, brother, to deal with those issues. Who else we got? Romaine, what is going on? 2792. Dr. Owen Dip say, what's good, Unc? What's going on with you, brother? Welcome to the Thursday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Craig Beach, what's going on, boy? It's been a minute since you cracked a joke, man. The market has been so serious, volatility all over the place. Craig Beats ain't even had a chance to crack one of his notorious jokes, man. The shy one, what's going on, brother? He said, man, y'all hit the like button, lock in, tap in. So definitely taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance. We're at 58.75%. We've been talking about the Bitcoin dominance for months, all year. This thing has been strong, and to where you would think, the Bitcoin dominance is just not going to drop. It's just not going to happen. Every time we think that it's going to start sliding down, boom, it cranked back up a little bit. We think we're going to get to 57%, boom, it start to go back up to the high 58%. When will we start to see a decrease in the Bitcoin dominance? Are we seeing it right now? Not quite. The index is at 29. So we are seeing that. We are seeing the fear and greed index starting to go up a little bit. That's a little bit of a good sign. At least we're not in extreme fear. We made it out of extreme fear. Ethereum dominance. That's one of the positive things that we can hold on to. The Ethereum dominance, 12.50%. If we can see the Ethereum dominance continue to hold its own, continue to stand its ground as it is a definitely a direct indicator for the rest of the altcoins, a direct advocator for the rest of the altcoins. If Ethereum can hold its own and show that it's going to gain its dominance, increase its dominance, that is a good sign for our altcoins. So those are the things that we're going to continue to pay attention to. $3,261 for Ethereum. Not bad, not good. It is just right there in the middle, waiting, and everybody is looking, wondering what direction is Ethereum going to go in? What direction is Bitcoin going to go in? Those are two of the top two coins. Those are the coins that move the market. Those are the coins that we pay attention to every day. If Bitcoin stabilizes itself, continue to trade sideways, 92,000, 95,000, 96,000, under 100K. If Ethereum start to break out, we could really start to see some excitement. What will December end up being? We got a few more. I mean, time is going by quick. We were just in the middle of November. Now we almost in the middle of December. Time is going by quick. Before you know it, 2025 is going to be over. We're going to have all the receipts for 2025. There's no longer going to be a mystery of what is going to happen in quarter four. Quarter four is going to be over. Will quarter four be one of the worst quarters in cryptocurrency history? Will this be one of the worst quarter fours in cryptocurrency history? That is what everybody is waiting to see. Only time will tell. We got a few more weeks. Almost the middle of December. Had the FOMC meeting, lowered interest rates. Boom, here we go. Markets pumped a little bit, came back down and corrected. Taking a look at the stock market is doing its thing. The stock market is not paying attention to what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin is paying attention to what the stock market is doing. Traditional finance is doing pretty good, even though they're talking about recession this, recession that. You take a look at traditional finance, the stock market's holding strong. The job market's a little suspect. Seeing a lot of companies laying off. People are decreasing their labor. Margins are getting short. Profits are getting short. People are trying to figure out where they can place cuts at. How can I reduce my cost is the name of the game. Revenues up here. How can I lower my expenses? Revenues need to be high. Expenses need to be lower. How can I increase my revenues? How can I lower my costs? How can I increase my margins is the name of the game. Does that call for people being laid off? People being furloughed, things of that nature. I've been seeing it right here in my town. Some of the companies I deal with, things are changing at a fast pace. You want to make sure that you're able to get yourself in a financial situation that certain things won't really affect you. A little bit of security have never hurt anybody. That's why we're all in cryptocurrency. So we can get a little bit of stability, get a little bit of a head start, a little bit ahead of the game. So when things start to get rocky in the economy, we'll be okay. Some folks, all this stuff in the economy, the price of this, the price of that, housing market, all over the place, property taxes all over the place. If you got that financial security, a lot of those things don't affect you. So let's see who we got rocking and rolling with us. We got rocking and rolling with us tonight, man, on the Thursday night live show. Craig B say, man, I'm just kicking back over leverage and ducking the repo, man, waiting for altcoin season, man. Hey, the repo, man, is a real thing. They've been talking about their repossession rates are going up. Um, I mean, it's just, the economy is all over the place. The cost of living, sky high, $100,000 a year earnings is no longer a big thing. I mean, things are just really going astray. I mean, you got to be careful out there. Really got to be careful out there because this economy is serious. People are shacking up, can no longer live on their own. Definitely got to have a double income. Being a single person with just one income is tough. Hard to survive on one income these days. Things have changed just that quick. 5 years ago, wasn't like that. I'm talking about quick. 6 years ago, it wasn't like this. Things are moving at a rapid pace. So you want to protect yourself as best as you can. Covington Telecommunications, what is going on with you? Welcome to the Thursday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Covington say, I hope Bitcoin runs so I can run calls on MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy, if you're going to run some calls, you want to get them while the price is low. So when the price start going up, those options will be printing. They'll do well. I mean, I got a few long-term options on several plays. I think they might expire in March. I was buying those plays early in the year in expectations of Q4 2025 pumping. I said, worst case, we don't get a pump in Q4, Q1 2026 should pump. But you just never know. But I like to do the long calls to give myself a little window and chance to let the market correct or move in whatever direction that it's going to move in. So any little bit of profits that happen on my options, man, I'm taking them because we have been fooled so bad in 2025. I know I had some option calls. They was running up. I was being greedy. I didn't take profits. I didn't sell them. I said, man, it's gonna keep running up. Let me just hold my ground because they don't expire until months later. But man, them things keep coming down. They're coming down. You say, damn, I should have just sold. But you just never know when the right time to sell. You just never know when the price is going to be going down. But With those options called, I mean, your money moves very quick. When the price going down, your portfolio will go down, and vice versa. When the price is going up, you'll be well rewarded. So, just an interesting game, but that's how you learn by experience. Going to say Tom Lee thinks we see 7,100 the XPX. Man, Tom Lee. Everybody's watching Tom Lee because people think that he has great experience. Peter Morton, what's going on, young man? Peter Morton said a bull run is getting ready. That would be so awesome. I'm talking about a breath of fresh air. We've been getting choked 2025. We've been getting fooled and destroyed in 2025. So to get a breath of fresh air, wow, I don't think we wouldn't know how to respond if we got a breath of fresh air. I mean, if we get a week pump, a 2 weeks green candles, I mean, I don't think we would know how to respond. Would we know how to act? If we were to get a breath of fresh air, start to see some green candles, 2025, we haven't seen it. So when it do start to occur, I think it'll catch everybody off guard. We'll all be surprised. Wouldn't know how to act because you see in 2025, we just get one day of green, 2 days of consistent green. Oh, everybody's excited. Everybody say the bull runs altcoin season coming. We're just seeing 2 days of green. Imagine seeing a week. I can't recall the last time we seen one whole week where the markets were just positive. That's a bear market. 2025 have been nothing but a bear market for altcoins. But like I said, we've never seen a bear market where it was just for altcoins and Bitcoin was not in a bear market. That is the confusing part. That is why everybody has so much uncertainty. If this was a bear market in 2025, why is Bitcoin charts not looking bearish? Why did Bitcoin hit a new all-time high in October 2025? If the entire 2025 was a bear market. So that's where the confusion lies. That's where a lot of the doubts start to play out because it just don't make sense theoretically when you look at it. When you look at the histories of the previous cycles, just don't make sense. But that's cryptocurrency, and this is a brand new asset. Sometimes it's not going to make sense because we don't have a lot of data to go off of. So sometimes there's going to be a lot of confusion. We think we got enough data, but we don't. This is only the fourth cycle. The fourth cycle, right? 2016, 2020, 2024, 2012. Okay, this is the fourth cycle. That's just not a lot of data. Not a lot of data. I think Bitcoin is only what 17 years old, something like that. So only so much information is out there. We thought we knew. We were going off a 4-year cycle. Now it looked like the cycle has been altered. Is it extended now? Are we on a 5-year cycle? Is there such thing as a cycle now? Or is it just bear market movements, bull market movement? I mean, there's a lot of things that we got to really remix or rethink based off of what we thought was a cycle. What's the definition of a cycle now? We know what we thought the cycle definition was previously or prior to 2025. We had it all figured out. We say a cycle is this. A 4-year cycle, this supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen. Have been crushed. The cycle has been broken. Young man said, I gave him a 15-yard personal foul through the yellow flag. Man, he was right. The cycle is broken. So what is the new cycle? What rules are we to play by now? Do we play it out and expect 2026 to be positive? Is there still a such thing as altcoin season? Or are altcoins just a joke thing of the past? what is really going on? A lot of confusion out there. Which altcoins should I be in? A lot of confusions out there. There's so many altcoins. Which ones do I take serious? All of them is not going to make it. Some of those altcoins will never recover. Clarity Act was supposed to be unleashed in 2025. That didn't happen. Now we got to wait till 2026 to see the cryptocurrency Clarity Act. How will Bitcoin respond when the Clarity Act is initiated? How will your altcoins react? What will Ethereum be doing? Because we know Ethereum is the advocate for the other altcoins. We know there are some good altcoins out there. You need to identify which ones those are. And once we do, once the Clarity Act gets initiated, how will the altcoins react? Will we see an altcoin season? That is why most of us got into cryptocurrency. Got into cryptocurrency because altcoins have always been very attractive. Altcoin season has been very attractive, especially when compared to other asset investments, especially when compared to the stock market. But 2025, I've been saying all year, my stock market portfolio have been outperforming my cryptocurrency portfolio, and I've never seen such. Never seen it. Not in a quote unquote bull market, but like I say, it wasn't a bull market. That is why altcoins were underperforming. Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling with us tonight. Shy One said he in the house. The Shy One said I bought more XRP today under $2. I think that's an awesome move if you ask me. You can ever catch XRP under $2, that's why I say the frameworks are forming right now. The frameworks are forming for future price movements. It's not going to happen overnight, but you want to make sure that you're getting in position. Your frameworks are being built, are being created. Stability is being set for future price movements. We're not worried about price movements right now. We're worried about future price movements. Get things in position right now. Getting them locked in. You get things in position right now. You get them locked in right now. You say, you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool and content with whatever happens after this. We go up, we go down to zero. I got to be cool with it. I'm cool and content with what happens right now. Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling with us tonight on the Thursday Night Live Stock Holiday Show. Who else we got, man? That's Carsco Official 247. He says, finally time. Good luck, everyone. Well, I think everybody is kind of getting a little bit of excitement. I think everybody is really kind of getting ready for what the next move is going to be. I think everybody understand that 2025 was just a dud. We're going to go ahead and chalk that one up. 2025 was just a flat out dud. So we cool with that. That's no longer a debatable scenario, no longer a debatable issue. Even if we get explosions the last 2 or 3 weeks in December, man, 90% of 2025 was a dud. That's no longer debatable because that is the fact. What's going to happen over the next 2 or 3 weeks? Everybody's waiting. Will December pan out to be green? Now, that right there is one of the most interesting stats. How will December play out? Will December be green? Will December be red? Will this be the first time in cryptocurrency history to where we seen a red Q4? All 3 months in Q4 was red. Interesting things are going to be transpiring over these next 3 weeks as we close out 2025, and more interesting things are going to be coming as we open up the new year, as we open up 2026. Some of the projections in 2026, people have placed very high expectations for 2026. They say things got extended. Some things have moved. Some things have been lengthened. We will see. Only time will tell. But we know one thing. We see how 2025 played out. Were we fooled? Were we all fooled in 2025? Were our projections too high? What and how is 2026 going to play out? Are we ready? Are we in position to see? Are we making moves right now in preparation for the price movements of the future? Did we learn anything from 2025? Did we learn about how price movements happen? Did we learn anything about the fear and greed index? What type of movement should we be having when we see the various levels of the fear and greed index? What type of things did we learn from 2025? Yeah, we may have got burned, we may have got whooped, portfolios may have got destroyed, but did you learn? Is the key. They say a loss ain't a loss, it's a lesson. What did you learn? What lessons did you learn? You took a L, you took a loss, okay. Well, you took a loss, but what did you learn from that loss so you don't repeat the same things going forward? Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling with us, man. Who else we got locked in with us on this Thursday night live? Who else we got locked in with us? He said he talking about MicroStrategy. Craig B said it's Shine One. You on either front line. The JD got me slow dancing with the broom tonight, man. I feel you. You know, that JD all wiped out, man. Bugatti said, got the shows off, coach, with holes in my socks, pockets hurting, win Lambo. Man, everybody's wondering when it's going to be time to buy the Lambo. But until then, we got holes in our socks, pockets dry, full of lint. We just wait because just like that, things could change. You go from having holes in your socks, you go from having crumbs in your pocket, and then boom, to the moon. So we just waiting, seeing how things transpire. 2026, will that be our year? Who else we got rocking and rolling with us? Coverton Telecommunications said, be careful already at the all-time highs. Smart money doesn't play fair, man. If we didn't learn anything, we learned that smart money don't play fair. He said we already had all-time highs. Well, we near all-time highs for Bitcoin. 125 was the all-time high. Right now we at 92, 93K. So we're nowhere near all-time highs. We're not even back in six figures. We know our altcoins are nowhere near all-time highs. So yeah, but definitely smart money does not play fair, has never played fair. If we didn't learn anything from 2025, we learned that smart money don't give a heck about the little guys, which is us. Craig Beat say Bitcoin dominance chart is undeniably bearish. Head and shoulders for him already. We just wait on a drop in 1 week or 2 weeks. Who knows, but it should happen. Well, that'll be awesome if that happens. That'll definitely gives a lot of motivation, confidence to the cryptocurrency market if we was to see the Bitcoin dominance drop. I think that's one of the things and one of the indicators that everybody's waiting on. That is one of the things that we have not seen. Have not really seen the Bitcoin dominance soften up. We saw a lot of other things, but that is one of the indicators that have not registered as of yet. So if that happens, that could be very bullish. That could really calm the market down. That could really bring a lot of positive sentiment back into the market and get people relaxed a little bit, get the confidence level back up, and people will start back dollar cost averaging in. But until then, people are nervous. People are on the sidelines, talking about pins and needles, not sure what the heck to do. So we're just going to sit back, let things take its course. But if we do see the Bitcoin dominance start to slide, start to give up some of this dominance, Ethereum start to wake up, put on his Superman jersey, his Superman shirt, XRP start to flex a little bit, Solana start to pump, man, that could be a good sign. So like I say, 2025, we never did really see a whole week of what we seen green activity. We never did see 2 weeks of bullish movement. That's because it was a doggone bear market. So 2026, what could we be in store for? What type of moves could we be expecting? Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling with us. Well, y'all be going at it. Whoopty 57. He said, "What's up?" Craig Beats say, "Keep in mind the cycle started with Bitcoin. Altcoins came later. Bitcoin topped in the fourth quarter, as usual. If Bitcoin makes an all-time high in 2026, then the official cycle is broken." You ain't lying about that. I think the cycle is already broken. Well, you know what? The Bitcoin cycle may not be broken. The altcoin cycle is broken. The Bitcoin cycle did what it was supposed to do. It ran up the year after the Bitcoin halving, made a new all-time high in October 6, got to 125K. It did what it's supposed to do. So you can't fault Bitcoin. You can't say the Bitcoin cycle has been broken. The altcoin cycle has been broken, but the Bitcoin cycle has not been broken. That's an awesome point. Great point, brother Craig. Excellent point. Bugatti say XRP gonna take me out to ghetto. Man, everybody's waiting on XRP. Everybody's waiting on XRP, but we've seen the characteristics of XRP. We've seen XRP just lay idle for a long time, and then out of nowhere, boom, catch everybody off guard. So patience is all I can say when you're playing with this cryptocurrency market. Brother David say, got some more art block because these dips are not going to last long. There you go. It's about being patient. He saw art block at a great price. He said, you know what? Frameworks forming right now, preparing for future price movements. You can't wait till the price skyrocket. You can't wait till it run up and buy high, right? Preparing for future price movements. That's what the brother say he's doing. So he said, you know what? Arc block prices look mighty low right now. Look like an awesome entry point. Always best to get in early. Always best to buy low as possible. Some people will be buying when the price start to shoot up. Arc blocks start to run up 30% in one day, 40% in one day, then people would be more inclined to buy it. But if you know better, you will do like the good brother David and say, you know what? Let me get this thing while it's low. Let me start building my frameworks right now. Who else we got rocking and rolling with us? Big Mouth Rob, what's going on with you, boy? Big Mouth Rob. Organic Production saying, if we get another Bitcoin pump next year, I look more at the business cycle instead of the typical 4-year cycle. Well, because if the Bitcoin cycle is still intact, 2025, we saw new all-time high, October 6, got to 125. So the Bitcoin cycle is pretty much still intact. Now, if 2026, we see a new all-time high, then like my brother Organic saying, then you got an issue because new all-time high 2025, new all-time high 2026, things change because we also saw a new all-time high in 2024 for Bitcoin. 2024, Bitcoin saw a new all-time high. 2025, Bitcoin saw a new all-time high. Will Bitcoin see a new all-time high in 2026? You're talking about massive things are on the line if that happens. A lot of things will be debunked if that happens. A lot of things that we thought we once knew, we have to throw it out the window. Cycle has changed. Things are shifting. Things are moving around. So definitely got to pay attention to what's changing. It's so important right now that we don't get fooled, that we pay attention to these changes, to these movements, these shifts that are happening. Want to make sure we get it right. And how do we get it right? By paying attention to what the heck is happening and going on. Let's see who else we got rocking with us tonight. He say I'm bearish overall, but we are very likely getting $2,000 stimulus checks next year, and rates are going to be aggressively cut when Trump replaces Powell. Plus, they're already talking about printing. Excellent point. If the stimulus checks come, that's going to be part of the quantitative easing that we are pretty much in. Money, money printers on. We've seen that before. We've seen the results of that when that happened. That's going to definitely be a good thing. Um, yeah. So, what type of pumps will we see when the money printers get turned on? What type of things are they going to set in place to initiate the quantitative easing? What type of things will be changed? We've been in quantitative tightening for a very long time. Quantitative easing, yeah, it started, but it's not going to take effects all at one time overnight. It's going to be a process. Going to be a lengthy process. Could it be 3 months, 12 months? Who knows? But like the young man said, I think it's the right time to buy our block right now. Other brothers sat bought XRP under $2. Getting in position and prepared for future price movements, I think, is very important. Patience. Sometimes you got to be patient. What if it take me 2 years? You just got to be patient. Is it worth it? Is it worth waiting for 2 years? Is it worth waiting to 2029? We know the next Bitcoin halving is in 2028. Do you have enough patience to wait to 2029? Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling with us tonight. Who we got rocking and rolling with us on this Thursday night live stock holiday show? He say, you hear Raul Paul yapping about that, trying to keep people waiting in line to be extra liquidity. He said, I'll see in January, February, March pump at best, depending on how Ethereum acts. Well, there's always going to be people who's going to stay a little bit longer. If we see pumps in Q1 2026, some people are going to exit. Some people are going to stick around thinking the pumps are going to continue. One group's going to be right. One group is going to be wrong, as always. Let's see who else we got rocking and rolling with us. Oh, okay. He said, my pops always said, you good if your body tight, your mind right, your money is strong. You have no worries. You ain't lying about that, Peter Morton. Shy won't say hit the like button for coach people. Hope you got your shoes off, man. Hit that doggone like button. He say I'm bearish regardless. Sold 75% of my crypto. Still holding some losses though, and utility. Well, at least you exited. He said he sold 75%. So he still got 25% skin in the game, not completely out. So if we do see a pump, he'll be rewarded. But at the same time, if we continue to see further dumps, he'll minimize his loss. So everybody is different. Everybody's running their plays different. So we're all CEOs of our own portfolio. So everybody is moving different. See who else we got rocking and rolling with us tonight. David say, scared money don't make no money. Man. Craig Beats, there you go. Dude, he's go. He say, man, how many baby mamas your pops got, Peter? Man, with game like that, retail slowly getting out. Oh well, should have had another ways of making money come in. Just to my mom and ex. He told me if you truly value yourself, I would have had any. I have no children, but we're in the market right now, but mad people don't want to admit it. Now, you know what? I think everybody is got the same understanding right now. I think everybody understands that 2025 was pretty much a bear market. We've been doubting it for a long time, but now that It's very close to the end of the cycle, end of the year 2025. It's official. You go look at any chart. We looked at some charts, was it last night or the night before? Coins down 60%. That's a bear market. I'm talking about solid coins. Not talking about um, super high risk coins. I'm talking about some solid coins down 72% on the year. That's a bear market. Only one way to slice it. If it looked like a duck, walk like a duck, it's a doggone duck. So I think a lot of people have come to the realization and it's finally starting to admit, you know what, it's a doggone bear market. He said 2017 altcoins ran up after Bitcoin topped. 2017 altcoins ran up after. Okay, because Bitcoin topped in 2018, January 2018. Hmm. He said in 2017 altcoins ran up after Bitcoin topped. XRP, ADA, Ethereum tops in the first quarter of 2018. That's right. Ethereum is strong now. Bitcoin dominance chart is weak. Not really. Others looking to break out, hold the line. Mm, definitely interesting though. He said, I'm done beating the dead horse, buying and buying. When there's no sentiment, I'll hold the line and be hopeful, but not going to throw money at the buffoonery. I feel you. Love Chicken, what's going on with you? Shouts out to Love Chicken 2001. Aguila Leon, what is going on with you? Welcome to the Thursday Night Live show. Altcoins are down for sure, but we could be. Who knows if we're going to be seeing a recovery? Who knows if we are going to be seeing a recovery? Like I say, the whales, when they're ready to declare a bottom, when they are comfortable with the levels, whatever that level is, when the whales are ready to declare, you know what, this the bottom, that's going to be it. That is going to be it. Who was that? Johnny Payne 6921. What's going on with you? Yeah, but like I say, once they're ready to declare that it's the bottom, it's all up to them. The whales control the show. The ones who got the large wallets, those guys are the ones who control the show. Whether they want the price to go up, whether they want the price to go down. But as of right now, retail is nervous. When you get whooped like that, you get nervous. When you have a bad experience like we did in 2025, that will cause you to get nervous. That'll cause you to walk around on eggshells. You say, let me be careful over here. Let me watch out for this. That is the way they have the market right now. That's how they want it. They got the market exactly how they want it. Got everybody nervous on pins and needles. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is a real thing. Some people left cryptocurrency and say, you know what, I'm not coming back. So do they want to end cryptocurrency? I don't think they want to. Do they want to keep Bitcoin alive? Obviously, because they are deeply invested into Bitcoin. We're going to see what Ethereum does. Some of the other altcoin ETFs was just launched, just activated. We're going to see how those transpire, how those take place, what type of movements will be occurring in 2026 with those altcoins. Will we see another decline for the year 2026? If we saw the price actions, a lot of coins down 50%, 60% in 2025, can they go down again 60% for 2026? Or do you think we will see a little bit of price recovery? Will things start to recover just a little bit? It's really hard to go back and look at some previous charts because we know as far as the altcoins, that cycle has been broken. Bitcoin cycle is pretty much intact. So if the Bitcoin cycle is intact, that is saying that Bitcoin should not hit new all-time highs in 2026. Is that what that's saying? Interesting to see how Bitcoin has been playing out. Interesting to see how the cycle in Bitcoin has really changed since the Bitcoin ETFs were launched in January 2024. That right there threw the monkey wrench into everything. VLRE 24, what's going on with you, man? You say, hey, yeah, but the markets are all over the place, but we just want to make sure that we get it right. We do not want to be fooled again coming in 2026. New Year's resolutions, cryptocurrency resolutions. We want to make sure that we are building the frameworks. Want to make sure that we are properly preparing. He said prices have to come down. The last thing we need is another 2 to 3 years of pumping. That will lead to a massive bubble, crazy crash later on. Well, 2025 brought the price down a lot. So that got rid of that bubble. The bubble has been burst. The bubble has been, um, bubbles have burst. As you can see, look at how it got deflated in 2025. He said Bitcoin definitely ain't bottom yet. 65K incoming in altcoins, going to dip right along with Bitcoin, going to be a bad bear market for alts. Well, if you take a look at 2025, altcoins dipped, Bitcoin really didn't dip. So in that case, now that's an excellent point. I'm glad you mentioned that. Now, what about in 2026 if we see Bitcoin dip and altcoin do the opposite? Look what happened in 2025. Altcoins dipped. Bitcoin did the opposite. What if Bitcoin dipped in 2026 and altcoins did the opposite? Is that a possibility? Do you know what that would do to the Bitcoin dominance? That would do exactly what it has done throughout the cycle. The Bitcoin dominance will slide. The Bitcoin dominance will start to dip. Wouldn't that be interesting? Peter Morgan. So that is one thing to definitely keep in the back of your mind. The possibilities, the scenarios, and things that transpired in 2025. How will they roll over and lay lining up with 2026? We didn't think altcoins were going to be in a bear market and Bitcoin wasn't. We never thought that that was a such thing. How can one be in a bear market and the other not? Bitcoin be getting this bear market in 2026? That is an interesting scenario. He said, let's be happy with a soft altcoin season. Bitcoin pumps to 102, 104, and 30 to 40K Bitcoin by October. Ooh, $30,000 Bitcoin by October. Ooh, that's tough. Be tough. But what'll happen? People will be buying it up. People will be buying it up. Yeah, so I'm just trying to keep things, get things in position, get things ready for 2026. These next couple of weeks going to be interesting as always to see how the Santa Claus rally would play out. Sometimes it's just one week. Sometimes it could be that last week of the month to where it just catch everybody off guard, catch everybody by surprise. Some people have exited. My man Organics, he say he 75% up out of there. A lot of people have done the same thing. Excuse me. So definitely going to be interested to see how the rest of the year plays out. BZ, what's going on, man? You say altcoins ran up too fast, some 70%, 90% in June. So this huge dip was inevitable, especially with so many coins on the market. It's oversaturated, overwhelming. Some has to go. Well, yeah, some has to go, which is why all the altcoins will not be successful. So when you say some have to go, some just will not pump. That's going to be their way of not going. Some altcoins are just going to sit there and continue to stay flat. They're going to see small increases, then boom, a sharp decrease. And it's just going to be a continual um, downslide. But some of your good altcoins, those are the ones that we're waiting on. Those are the ones that we really expecting to see a decent recovery. We know altcoins when they are really on their bullish mode. Oh, you talking about exciting? Oh man, when altcoins pump, that's one of the most exciting things. Waking up, seeing your portfolio up 20%, up 25%. I mean, it's nothing like altcoin season. I can't wait, and hopefully we do get a chance to experience it again. Hopefully it's not done. Yeah, we getting the Santa rally in 2026 rally. That's definitely possible. Definitely possible because it seems like over the past couple of years we've seen end of December be well. We've seen beginning of January do well. So hopefully we can kind of see and experience the same thing for 2025 leading into 2026. So but for Bitcoin to be at 92, $93,000 right now is not bad, especially considering where we've come from, the areas that we were lingering around, 80,000, $81,000. We did see Ethereum $3,400, $3,500 3 days ago, which was outstanding. To get Ethereum back to $4,000 would be great. Let's make Ethereum great again. MEGA, make Ethereum great again. Mega. Maybe we start wearing some mega hats. Make Ethereum great again. Because we know if Ethereum can get great, we know what our other altcoins are going to do. If Ethereum pump, our other altcoins are going to kick butt. You say, Santa better not let me catch his butt slipping. I'm still holding a grudge from 1997. Summer of 2026 is going to be hot when they activate, easing in, and start printing. So I say 2026 could really be exciting. The year of 2026 can catch everybody off guard, but we want to make sure we don't get fooled. We don't want to get fooled into thinking that 2026 is going to be all trash. Do not get fooled. Just when they think the masses is thinking that 2026 is going to be a bear market, just when they think the masses in the cryptocurrency community is thinking 2026 is going to tank, they're going to run it up. Look at the masses in cryptocurrency thought 2025 was going to pump, was going to explode. They sucked the life out of 2025. Will they start to give a blood transfusion to the cryptocurrency market in 2026? Will they start to infuse more plasma into the market in 2026? Because we think it's toast. We think it's going to go down. We've exited right now. Waiting on the sideline for 2027. Maybe wait for 2028. They'll go ahead and flood that dang market in 2026, run that price up, catch everybody off guard, like they did in 2025. Caught us all off guard in 2025. Nobody could have expected the stuff that we had to go through and experience. Man, Carvana stock, one of my best plays. Carvana got me feeling like Warren Buffett. So I'm mad that I sold some, took profits. What else? Palantir's doing good. My most recent play, Micron Technology, was buying that at what, $90? Got below 100, start to eat that up. Now it's, what is that thing? Almost $300. So yeah, the stock market been busting, like the youngsters say. That's why it's so good to be diversified. When you're investing, if you believe in investing, you want to be as diversified as possible. You just don't want to only invest in to gold. You don't want to only invest into the stock market. You don't only just invest into cryptocurrency. They tell you to be diverse. Invest into a little bit of this, a little bit of that. One of them might go down, one of them might go up. You balance out. Might get lucky and they all go up. But that is part of the game. So I'm holding 50 shares of NVIDIA. Since the last split, been buying AMD and Tesla as of lately. Can't go wrong with any of those plays. Those are the top plays. Nvidia just took the world by storm. I mean, that AI and all that stuff. I remember during COVID-19 when they had the shortage of the chips. That should have been a green flag to be like, you know what? We got to load up on these microchip companies. Some people did, but Nvidia price was dirt cheap back then. Excuse me. Crypto mom, what's going on, girl? You said we know how long to hold, but it's good to have your money in something for the future. Oh yeah, definitely good to have your money into something for the future, something that you know is solid. You could just set it. Yeah, some years it might go down, but over the long run, it typically goes up, like the stock market. You can take a look back at the last 5 years, the last 15 years. Yeah, you might have seen some dips along the way, but it always recover and make higher highs. That's why people have set their money at ETFs and just don't even worry about it because they know ultimately they are going to be up. BZ the Genius say, what do you think about Netflix versus Paramount buying Warner? Seems like Netflix is trying to monopolize. Well, they're all trying to jockey for this streaming um, platform, streaming age that we're going in. Everybody's trying to jockey and position themselves to be the king, to be the leader. So definitely going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Um, Movie theaters are a thing of the past. Everybody is streaming, whether it's Netflix, Paramount, Disney, whatever. So definitely gonna be interesting to see how all those things play out. He said my cousin came up on Nvidia years and years ago, and he be acting like he ain't. Hey, that's how you gotta be, man. You gotta be frugal. You can't be around there spending a bunch of money. If you up, you did well. A lot of people just be living a regular life, man, but they bank accounts be different. But that's how you got to be. If you want to continue to have your wealth, you got to live like a frugal life, man. I seen one of the Odell Beckham talking about he ran through $100 million. I'm like, dude, if you just lived a regular old life, bought you a regular little miscellaneous house, couple $100,000, you'd be cool. Blow up to 100 million, they feel sorry for you. Oh yeah, well after taxes, it don't matter. I'm not gonna feel sorry for you, bro. Netflix, man, that and the crazy part about it, just when you think some of these stock prices are too high, these things could go up. You think Tesla's too high, it could go up. You think Netflix is, man, I remember when we maybe about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, Meta, Meta price that got down low. But people say, oh no, it's gonna get down lower. I think it was like 90, 102 bucks, $105. Still, that was still. So the prices go up. They do stock splits. Prices go right back up. Yeah, man. Shoot, let me hit. Let my portfolio go up, boy. Frugal. If I don't need a new car, I'm not getting a new car. Not about to be splurging because you still want to keep things in proper perspective. You still want to allow your money to earn wealth. Now that we know a little bit better, we know the whole goal is to earn wealth and not save money. You want to grow your wealth versus saving your money. In the past, all we knew was to save money. Let me put my money in the bank. Let me get a savings. Now that we know how to grow our money, it's a whole different spectrum, a whole different mind game. whole different mind frame, way of thinking when you understand and learn about growing wealth. You move a little different when you're out and about in stores, when you purchasing stuff, you're purchasing a little different. Every dollar means something a little different now. So, but hopefully 2026, we can see a little bit of easing it, which is what we want to see. We want to see a little bit of easing it. Quantitative easing is in play. How would that look in 2026? How would that look for the market in 2026, especially cryptocurrency? Very hard to say. How will Bitcoin play out in 2026? Very hard to say. We saw all-time high 2024. We saw all-time high again 2025. What are we to expect in 2026? Very hard to say. So a lot of people are on the fence. Who knows? Still a lot of uncertainty around there. Compound something next cycle. Yeah, I mean, even if it takes you another 3 or 4 years, that's all good. Fast as time go by, as fast as time go by, just continue living your old regular life. We ultimately get an altcoin season. You still got skin in the game. I'm talking about multipliers, man. Multipliers can occur. I can't say it on here because they'll shoot my video down like they always do. But man, that 2020, 2021 altcoin season, still got that taste in my mouth. Still waiting on the repeat of the previous altcoin season. If we can get that, oh, sayonara. Sayonara, man. If we can get the repeat, even somewhere close to what we saw in 2021. He said, I think quantitative easing will really show up in the markets for 2028 having rally and into 2029, but let's see what happens. You got to forecast, you kind of got to think and zoom out. You got to look at the next cycles. You got to be preparing. You got to be ready. You want to be ready and preparing for whatever it is that come our way. He said the Clarity Act is going to send things to new highs. We don't know that. I mean, a lot of the positive news that we saw in 2025, we thought should have sent us to new highs. So it's just going to be tough. It just got to be the right time of the cycle. It seems like it don't matter what news come out there. If it's not the right time in the cycle, it's not going to happen. We got the positive news from the XRP. We got the Pro Cryptocurrency Administration. We got the ETS for Ethereum, ETS for altcoins. We got so much positive news, and the market just stood there fairly flat. So it's all about what time in the market that we're in. Is it quarter one? Is it quarter two? Regardless what is going on in that particular time where the market is going to be pumping, that's why I say, hey, you want to have skin in the game because you just never know when the market is going to um, moon, when it's going to pump. He said Clarity Act will be the end of cycle indicator, in my opinion. Mm, so much uncertainty, so much uncertainty around out there, man. It's a lot of people speculating what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. He say, don't sleep on the ventures, people. Not been this cheap in a long time. Shoot, I know ventures probably dirt cheap now. I'm about to take a look. I haven't looked at Aventus in a while, but man, everything's down cheap. I know today they mentioned XCN got listed on Robinhood. I think the price of XCN went down. I think it went up yesterday, day before the listing, but I think it went down today. But XCN is now listed on Robinhood. Can you? That's huge. That is huge. Will those coins on Robinhood pump? will they eventually explode? We haven't seen the Robinhood effect yet. When those coins got listed on Robinhood, we were expecting those things to really skyrocket. We have not seen that yet. He says off crypto bubbles, but it will come back into the top 1,000. He said this next cycle won't depend on retail. It's all about institutional adoption. SEC just gives the green light to Bitcoin, no, to DTCC to begin tokenizing some of their assets. Yeah, is the news that come out, whether it's the SEC giving green light to DTCC tokenizing assets, like the news that's being released is not really meaning too much. It's not really affecting the market. It's at the top 1,000. He said, man, just send it to me, Cash App. I'll take better care of it. Hey, but you find one of them coins in the top 1,000 and that thing run up, boy, you a hit. You just like, Craig, man, show me my bread, bro. That's how we was doing in the previous cycle, finding them small cap coins. Them things run up. Marley Marl 727, what's going on with you, my man? He said he holding on to Aventus. That could be the one that pop. You hold on to the right coin, sometimes it take luck. Better to be lucky than good. Sometimes you just gotta be lucky. I was lucky. A couple of coins I had, I was lucky. Not that I was good, just got lucky. And things ran up, took my portfolio to crazy levels. You get that right coin and that thing run up like a zip line, zip. You say, what? How my portfolio get this big? All it takes is one or two coins. You say anything can happen. You ain't lying about that. It's cryptocurrency. Anything can happen. Look what happened in 2025. Nasty work. Anything can happen. Did nobody see 2025 coming? Did nobody expect 2025 to be cutting up like it did? Anything can happen. Is a real thing, especially when you're dealing with cryptocurrency. So that's why I'm kind of excited about 2026. Why? Because I know anything can happen. Altcoin season can happen. Why? Because anything can happen. I'm ready for 2026. Regardless what direction 2026 going, I'm ready. I'm taking deep breaths right now, preparing myself. I'm getting ready. Chain link under $15 is a bargain. You're absolutely right. My one portfolio, I got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chain Link, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, 6. Got 6 coins I'm running with. Those 6 coins, yep, those 6 coins, one of my portfolio. I'm running with those. Because you just never know which one of these coins, especially those legacy coins, that could really pop. So 2026, man, it's going to be interesting. The Bitcoin habit of 2028 is going to be even more interesting. The year before the Bitcoin habit, I mean, we're in a great time right now. Like I talk about the framework, building the framework right now. Why? In preparation for when the price movements start. Don't wait till the price movements start. Then you want to start getting in position. I'm making my positions stable right now. I'm getting in position right now. For when? 2026. For when? 2027, 2028, 2029. What week? 2026. So shit, 2029, just 3 years from now. You get in position right now. In cryptocurrency, all you got to do is get it right once. You get it right once, whether it's 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. You say, you know what? I'm cool. I am cool now. I'm like Peter Morton dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, solid as a rock, living a frugal life. They say, man, look at your bank account. No, but I'm still living a frugal life. preparing for future price movements is very important. See who else we got rocking with us on this Thursday night live stock holiday show. Molly Mall just jumped into the house. Staying in your lanes. Audits, what's going on with you? On Jack's one, he say, how about them Broncos, coach? Stay strong, brother. We're going to rip around middle of the year, believe. What you hold? Yeah, the Broncos been doing their thing. Raiders been getting destroyed. Um, who else in the AFC? Oh, Kansas City Chiefs. They looking a little suspect. Lost a nail biter. I think the Chargers end up losing the other night too. Yeah, did Chargers take an L the other night? I think they did. Or did Dicker the kicker win the game at the end? I think they might have lost in OT. Yeah, but the middle of the year, he say he think we gonna rip around the middle of the year. That's possible. That'll be beautiful. I'll be right there for it. Craig Beach say 2025 was nasty. You're in line. Yeah, definitely having a long-term view. Having a long-term view is very important. Just like it was important in 2019. You'd have bought some of these plays back in 2019, and we're in 2025 right now. You would be up. Your framework was already built. Preparing for future price movements. Preparing for price movements in 2021. Preparing for price movements in 2025. Price movements from 2024. So what are we doing right now? We're preparing for future price movements. We're not buying for today. We're not buying today, preparing for what's going to happen tomorrow. You got to have patience. You got to relax. You got to understand this is a long-term thing. And patience is very important. Man, Craig, you ain't lying, boy. 2025 probably caused a lot of issues for relationships. Boy, you promised us somebody that quarter four was gonna do what we thought quarter four was gonna do, and it ain't showed up yet. Christmas a few weeks from now, people getting laid off. These funds were supposed to be used for this and used it for that. You said this was gonna happen. Ethereum was supposed to be $12,000. Solana was supposed to be 700. Boy, cold game, man. But that comes with the territory, man. Nobody knows exactly what's going to transpire with these things. Nobody got a crystal ball. That's why you have to be careful. When they say don't invest more than you willing to lose, that's a real thing. This thing could all go to zero. Do not invest more than you are willing to lose. It's a real thing. Hey, he say every week I tell my wife it's gonna pop. Man, every week, oh babe, it's gonna go up. I'm telling you, this week the market gonna run up. She probably like, boy, you still playing with that crypto stuff? You still talking about Bitcoin? You still talking about quarter four? Man, that gotta be. That's funny, but not funny, man. That's a real thing. Some people are really going through some real life situations, man. Boy, just don't let her look at the chart. She look at the chart. She like, hold up, Bitcoin, what? 92,000. You said it was supposed to be. on thin ice, boy. Ready to break ankles and everything riding on that thin ice. That's a real thing, boy. Crypto bros, oh, crypto bros, man. Crypto bros is a real thing because a lot of people that are in cryptocurrency are men, man. Cold game, but but like you say, just like that, things can switch around, and we can be the smartest in the room. He say they be ready to throw their Christmas money in, man. Be careful. Be careful. Make sure your kids got they what they need. Family got what they need. Man, make sure you got your Christmas tree. Make sure you keep your JD on the side because bear market come again. You want to have that JD. Oh man, Christmas money, huh? Toe up, cold game, man. But you know, hey, I know you too smart for that, man. Ain't nobody going out like that. And even if you laying it down like that, man, and that she gonna look at that dog on the count and be like, "Hold up, man. Mm-mm, you ain't laying it down like that." Oh man. But like I say, just like that, the market could flip, the market could change. We all understand that. Just like that, we could be the genius. They be like, "Oh man, you was in that cryptocurrency stuff. You hit for this much. You make this much." So just like that, things could change. The whole narrative can flip, and we can see altcoin season. If we see an altcoin season, we talk about our portfolios multiplying by we know what the numbers can do. And then you'll be looked at as like a genius. You like, oh man, people be saying, dang, I wish I would have got into that crypto stuff. But now they're saying, why did you get into that crypto stuff? I'm glad I never got into that crypto stuff. But if things switch around, they could be the other way around. So we know what the heck we're doing. We know what it is that we are playing with. We know it's a hot potato type situation. Any particular time the market is start to run up, he said, but babe, the BTC dominance chart is weak. Give me 3 more weeks. Boy, 3 more weeks, Bitcoin dominance still 58%. Still 58%. Crypto, the cheat code. Hey, we all A1 crypto bros, man. Oh, that is funny. That's real talk, though, man. Like I say, people are having real life situations when it comes to this cryptocurrency stuff. So we're gonna see how the market play out. Tomorrow's Friday. What type of weekend will cryptocurrency have? Stock market been doing well. Obviously, cryptocurrency have not been following the stock market. That is something to pay attention to. The shy one said we going green tomorrow. Well, let's lock it in. Lock in the green. The shy one said he got the crystal ball that he ordered from Amazon. His arrived. My crystal ball still haven't arrived yet. Wish I had the crystal ball. You know when to buy. You know when to hold. You know when to sell. You talking about being able to see a little bit of the future. Good thing and a scary thing. Sometimes you don't even want to know what's coming. And then sometimes you do want to know what's coming. So Ripple, another new acquisition. hmm Like I said, we're buying for the future. Young man said he bought XRP today under $2. He buying for the future. We're not buying for tomorrow. We're not buying for next week. We're buying for 2027, 2028. The next Bitcoin halving. What you think the price of XRP going to be? What do you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be in 2028? What do you think Ethereum is going to be in 2028, 2029? That is what we're buying for. Next cycle projection. Wondering what the future price movements are going to be. Taking advantage of the prices that we're at right now. 78K On Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. That sounds like a movie on Lifetime. Well, stay tuned and watch 78,000 Bitcoin this Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a movie we don't want to see. Or maybe we do. Maybe we want to get it out the way. But that'll destroy quarter four. Is quarter four already destroyed? What they say, take the whole 2025, throw it in the water. Take the whole 2025 and toss it. It's a wrap. Let's go ahead and press reset. Let's go ahead and start 2026 early. Let's go ahead and wrap up 2025. Or will we see the last 2 weeks of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency start to explode? Will we finally see our 2 week period where cryptocurrency is pumping? We haven't seen that. It's been a minute. Will we get to see 1 week? I mean, we've been seeing one day up, next day back down. It's been a long time since we've seen up 4,000, the next day up 2,000, the next day up 3. It's been a long time since we've seen that. I'm talking about every day we've seen green candles. People are getting their confidence back. People are starting to buy back into the market. People who sold, who exited, they say, you know what? Maybe let me get back in. XCN just launched on Robinhood. Let me get back in. XRP was under $2. Now it's $2.60. Let me get back in. He said, let's get it out the way. The fifth wave is going to happen at some point. Let's hurry up and drop so we can rebound back to 102, rebound back to 104. What was it like to start? Boy, y'all crazy. The shy one, yeah. But these are just some of the plays that we are taking a look at. Some of the things that we are preparing for. Gotta have patience. Can't be worried about taking the L one day. This is a long-term deal that we are in. So that's how I'm playing mine. For 2026, 2027. It's not all about next week. This is, who knows when it's going to happen? Who knows when we're going to see some pumps? Could be the next couple of weeks. But I know one thing: we see some pumps, people are going to be taking profits. That's how you create dry powder, by taking profits. I got one portfolio. I got some dry powder over there because I took some profits, and it's just over there sitting. It's over there sitting. If I see some dips I like, go ahead and eat it up. Need patience of a saint if you hold PNG. Man, a lot of these coins, you need patience of a saint. A lot of these coins, you need some great patience because they've been really getting destroyed. Got to put some of these cats on timeout. E-Dub, what's going on, man? You say Bitcoin waiting for better news to get rolling again, then the rest will follow. In regards to meme coins, is it a good time to make one? And what do you recommend a good starting liquidity amount? Well, meme coins, what meme coins do? You start with meme coins, either it's going to hold still, it's not going to have a lot of movement, or it can run up. When the meme coins run up, depending on how you got your position stable, how you got your wallet spread out. I mean, we've learned a lot, with them damn meme coins. So you could definitely create a successful meme coin. We've seen what Brother George did with the Clash coin. I think his coin is still in the millions, even though I think it's about maybe back down to 19 million right now, but it was, I think his coin got to 80, $85 million market cap. That's huge. For a meme coin that was started by a YouTube content creator, that is huge. So you could definitely make some good money with them doggone meme coins. He's about to hit him up, man. You know, some of these cats be cutting up, man. You know, I get there. That's why I read questions. That's why I read people's stuff real slow. The last time that dude had me reading that stuff, I'm like, oh no, you won't get me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. You know, so I'm actually excited about what 2026, the potentials and possibilities that we could see in 2026. I'm actually kind of excited to see the direction that we go in. If the market dip, if it drop, then it is what it is. We're just gonna be buying those dips. I'm gonna be buying those dips. If it pumps up, that's cool too. I'm gonna be taking profit. So a few different ways you can play it, but nobody knows for certain what direction that we are going to play in. So tomorrow's Friday. We're going to see how things play out. Um, it's probably already Friday where some of y'all at, but nevertheless, Friday we're gonna push through it. Get a chance to go through the weekend once again with Bitcoin. Once again with cryptocurrency. The deeper and further along we get in December 2025, closer we get to Christmas, closer we get to the Santa Claus rally. What will Ethereum do? Will we see an altcoin rally? Will we see a Bitcoin rally? Will Bitcoin just hold steady as altcoins increase? Will the Bitcoin dominance slide? A lot of questions on the table. A lot of questions will be answered in the next few weeks. He said, by the grace of God, I'm still in good profits, so I could stall out for a little longer. That's a blessing. He says, Friday in Scotland already, coach. Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. Rowdy Piper over there in Scotland. Ricky Romero, what's going on, man? He said, you think the cycle will run quarter one and quarter two, 2026 because of liquidity expansion? That's definitely possible. That's definitely possible, man. Um, the liquidity rotation is a real thing. Do not underestimate the rotation of liquidity. Do not underestimate the rotation of liquidity after years of quantitative tightening. Don't underestimate that. Levon Lawrence, what's going on with you, man? You say I'm currently still at work, getting that bag. Hey, that's what it's all about, man. You don't work, you don't eat. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't grind, you don't shine. Shouts out to my man Lawrence, Levon Lawrence. Peter Morton said Bitcoin can go to 40K. If it want to, I'll still be in profit. Yeah, we've been buying Bitcoin for years, so our Bitcoins are in beautiful profits. Yeah, but that liquidity rotation is a real thing. I don't think people are talking about that enough, or maybe they are, but that liquidity rotation, I think will and can catch a lot of people off guard. That's why we are getting our frameworks prepared right now, preparing for future price movements, preparing for the rotation to really get active. Mhm. So all we got to do is get it right once. All you got to do is get it right once in cryptocurrency. You get it right once in cryptocurrency, boy, life change. He said my portfolio went from 185K to 100K. Is it best to do risk or mine as well? Wait for a pump? What? To de-risk or mine as well? Wait for a pump? Might as well. Man, it's hard to say. It's hard to play these doggone markets, but I think 2026 could be a surprise for everybody. He said he was buying Bitcoin at these prices damn near 6 times from the start. but I don't feel it hitting 5,000 easy. Well, you just never know what the top is. You never know what the bottom is of any of these plays. Looks like Kraken is reconsidering delisting on the Classic. It was supposed to be delisted today, but it's still available on Kraken. 2026 looking like the chick next door right about now. Um, yeah, right about now. But 2026 can also deliver. It could deliver anything. We don't know what the heck to expect, and it may deliver both. It may deliver some pumps, and it may deliver some dumps. We just don't know which quarter that they're going to arrive. If December really turns out red, oh, we could see an explosive quarter one. Quarter one 2026, after seeing a red quarter four 2025, oh, man, I'll be real bullish in quarter one 2026. I don't think we could have two back-to-back quarters to where we get destroyed. Is it possible? Yes, it is. But I would bank on green in 2026 quarter one. Yeah, we can get a bag of those too. Man, if we could get a bag of those too, you just never know. You open up that bag, you don't know what's gonna be in there. Could be some slimy in there, like, oh man, what is this? This ain't what was supposed to be up in there. So, um, but either way, prepare for both. Make sure you're doing what's necessary to be prepared. We don't want to get fooled again. We want to be prepared for both scenarios. How the heck do you do that? How the heck do you prepare for both scenarios? Is by being patient. If the market pump up, cool. If it don't, then you have to pour that patience card at your back pocket. You'll say, you know what, it's all good. So you want to be prepared for both case scenarios during this particular point in the cycle. So we're gonna see how tomorrow play out. Tomorrow's another day for us to get us right. Come back with another video tomorrow. We're gonna see what the price of Bitcoin is gonna be. We're gonna see if that Bitcoin dominance is starting to slide. But that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.